Oftentimes, we start the new year in two ways. Okay? The first one is we start the new year looking, we can't help but look back at the current year. And in our case, it's 2024. And we can't help but highlight the hurts, the pains, the problems, the challenges, the mistakes, the regrets, the errors we committed, and we end up welcoming the new year, in our case 2025, with the negative thoughts and feeling discouraged. It's another year, but the past year is the same thing. What will happen? The second way that we can experience as we want to that we celebrate New Year is we become excited to welcome the new year, in our case 2025, and despite what happened for the current year, in our case 2024, despite the hurts, the pains, the conflicts, the sins that we committed, the trials that we experienced, the storms that we encountered, the problems, and we still get excited because we know God's promises remains the same even as we welcome the new year. God's promises is the same in 2023, in 2024, in 2025, and the years to come. Two ways. I prefer the latter than the former. I would choose to welcome the new year with a confidence in my heart. I know God is faithful, and He'll continue to be faithful despite whatever happens today. Whatever happened this previous year, God remains faithful and will continue to be faithful for the years to come. That's why I entitled this message, Hindsight, how to start at the... Are you still with me? Hindsight, how to start at the end. Okay. I want you to have a right understanding of the things, of why things happened this year, 2024, or in the past years, 2023 or 2022. I want us to have a right perspective for the good and bad things that happened to us this year. And I want us to have the right attitude and the right perspective as we welcome the new year, 2025. Are you with me? Hello. Listen. The best way to start a new year is to end the previous year the right way. Agree? Agree. All right. Like what the video said, you are not a failure. You're never a failure. You are a winner because your God is always a winner. You must not be feeling guilty and ashamed of yourself, for you are forgiven, accepted, and loved. You must not live with regrets in your heart, because what the enemy meant for evil, God meant it for good. You must not be afraid or be skeptic of what the new year will give you. For God's faithfulness is new every single day and also new every single year. And we have one verse to assure us every single day to fear not, for God is with us. My friend, you can have the assurance that whatever happened this year, God can work it all for your good, as long as you align your heart to His heart. Let me reiterate this statement this way. The best way to start a new year is to be for the previous year. Now, let me ask you, what are you thankful this year? What are the things that you are thankful for 2024? Of course, you have your family with you. You're thankful for their love. You're thankful for their provision. You're thankful for their support. You're thankful for their protection. You're thankful for the care that you experience. Of course, you're thankful for your friends, for the support, for the fellowship, for the love, for the care that you experience with your circle of friends. Of course, you're thankful for your work, right? Are you thankful for your work? That way, you have some money and finances to provide for your family, to pay your bills, to pay your rent, to pay your tuition fee, and to just sustain you in life, right? You must be very thankful also for your school. Even the pressure and the stress that you experience in school, you can be thankful because, hey, you have some learning experience and grow. You grew up as a person through the learning experience that you had in your school, right? Are you thankful for the church? I'm thankful for this church. I'm thankful for the life groups that we have. I'm thankful for the community, the family that we experience in this group, right? Are you thankful? Encouragement that you experience, the spiritual growth, the guidance, the joy, the opportunity to serve, or other blessings in life. Are you thankful about your health? Thankful that you can breathe? You have the muscle, you have the means to come over here, you have the transportation. Are you thankful about the opportunity that this land gave us? The laughters, the tears, the hobbies that you have, the basketball that we're playing every Wednesday, the whatever you are doing in life, right? The pets that you have, the dogs and cats that you have at home. Are you thankful for those stuff? And we have many things to be thankful for. Agree, disagree? But it's easy to thank God for the good things that happened this year. How about the bad things? How about the bad things that happened? Sort of bad things that happened this year. Are you still thankful for those things? Someone said, every problem is a tool to shape the best version of you. That wise man is Jeff Basco. I'm just joking. Just want to wake you up, okay? I want to call your attention. But seriously, okay? Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every single day. It's all about perspective. Tough times in life can shape you for a better person, right? Challenges in life can build resiliency and strengthen within your faith. Failures or mistakes can actually help you become stronger, smarter, and wiser. Storms in life can be an opportunity to see how Jesus will calm the storm. Storms and challenges in life is an opportunity to experience the power and miracle of God. Your needs can be an opportunity to develop your trust and faith in God. You can turn your problems into a progress and your fears into faith. And it really depends on how you see your problems in life. Now, are you still communicating? You can be thankful for the good things. Yes, it's easy. You can also be thankful for the bad things. For during those times, God was with you. He didn't leave you. He was there with you every step of the way, and He got you through. Let's learn from Jesus Himself. Jesus said in John 13, okay, let me give you a background. John 13 is commonly communicated as a lesson of humility. It's a time that Jesus washed the feet of His disciples. It was commonly shared as communicated by pastors around the world as a lesson of humility, as a lesson of servanthood, serve like Jesus, love like Jesus, and it is also a way of exhorting what the preparation of the disciples for the days ahead. Because this is what John is all about, the whole book of John, okay? John chapters 1 to 12 talks about the whole 3 years of Jesus' ministry. And this is the next second half, or not second half, but the second part of the life of Jesus. John chapters 1 to 12 talks about the 3 years of Jesus' ministry. John chapters 13 to 21 talks about the 24 hours up to 36 hours of Jesus on earth. So this is where we're going to pick up the story. Okay? Verse 1. Before the Passover celebration, so they entered Jerusalem already. Remember that? People welcome him during the hallelujah, Hosanna in the highest. Jesus rode in the donkey, and then people just welcome him and extol him. But prior to the Passover, and this is probably the last night, they're having a dinner, Jesus knew, he knew that his hour had come to leave this world and return to his Father. He knew that the end is near. He knew that his stay on earth was almost done, and he only have few hours left before he get persecuted, and days left before he'll return back to heaven. He knew that Judas will betray him after this meal, that Peter will deny him in the next few hours, that Thomas will doubt him, and his disciple will disown him, and because of them, he will be persecuted and will experience the most excruciating pain of death, the death on the cross. Jesus knew, he knew, yet his perspective was just amazing. If you are Jesus, you knew the next few hours, these people around me, this guy here, Judas, you will sell me. This guy here, Peter, this talkative guy, you will deny me. Oh, you, Thomas, out there, you will doubt me. And James, John, Philemon, Andrew, you will disown me. No one will be around me except few, the women, Mary Magdalene, John, the beloved, will be there. Jesus knew, yet his perspective is just so amazing. Look at the second verse, second part of this verse. He knew, yet he had loved his disciple during his ministry on earth. And now, that very moment, he loved them to the very end of his ministry. Mind you, folks, the ministry of Jesus is not a smooth sailing life. There was many ups and downs accounted in the Gospels. For the past 3 years, Jesus encountered conflicts. There were probably clashes of personalities, miscommunications, misinterpretations of the message of Jesus. There must be confrontations. There must be a conflict among the disciples. Yet, he loved them. His perspective, I knew, but I love them to the very end. Remember the disciples when they were talking, and then James and John talked to Jesus through their mother, right? They were eating. And then James and John, hey, Mom, can you go to Jesus? Ask him if we can sit at the left and the right of his throne in the kingdom of heaven. You remember that? And then the passage says in Matthew, when the 10 disciples heard about what the mother of James and John did, they were very angry. The word there is indignant. They were very angry towards James and John. And there's another one, I think it's in Mark, where they were talking about who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And Jesus said, what are you talking about? We're just discussing and arguing. I'm the greatest. You will be the greatest. No, I'm the greatest because I'm close to Jesus. No, yes, I'm the leader. I'm Peter. Oh, I'm the greatest because I am Andrew. I am looking for a solution to every problem. They're discussing about it. Jesus was so, hey, what's wrong with you people? Right? There are many unfortunate or things that happen in the ministry of Jesus. Yet, Jesus loved them to the very end. Perspective. Are you still with me? Okay? Now, after this one, during the Passover, Jesus knew, they're probably talking, they're chit-chatting, and Jesus probably observing them. Wow. Few hours now, I'm going to leave these people. And now he got up. And then, according to the account in John, the devil had already possessed Judas, and in the next few minutes, Judas will stand up during the dinner time to go to the Pharisees and sell Jesus to them. Okay? Now, before that, Jesus said, you know what? I want to take this opportunity because I know Judas will stand up soon and then he will sell me very soon. So I want to take this opportunity. And this is what Jesus did. Okay? He said he got up from the table. He removed his robe, put his robe aside. He wrapped a towel around himself. Usually, there are servants during the time that they will wrap a towel. Okay, the towel will be like, it will be wrapped around your waist because you will, every person that will come, and the guest that will come into their house, servant will wash because during the time there's no sneakers. They're wearing sandals, and there's no pavement. It's all rocky, dusty road. So that's why when you get into the house, the servant, what will you do? The servant will do is to wash the feet of the guests and then wipe that with a towel. So what Jesus did, he removed his robe, took the cloth and put it around his waist and poured water into the tabo, in the basin, and then he began to wash the disciples' stinky, dirty, filthy, smelly feet. Perspective. My time is near. 2024 is near. The many negative things that happened to me, conflict in the family, problem, sickness, needs, discouragement. I almost tried to commit suicide this year. I almost tried to divorce my husband and my wife this year, and all many things. Yet Jesus, the same thing. He was thinking, I'll be gone very soon. Perspective. But to this very end, I love my disciples. And I will show to them how much I appreciate them. He knew that the hour has come. Yet he got the right perspective. He chose to wash the stinky, dirty, smelly, filthy feet of his disciples who will deny him, who will betray him, doubt him, disown him. And because of them, he will experience persecution, torture, execution to the point of death and death on the cross. Yet, he still appreciates each of them to the very end. To the very end. He appreciates, and he said, this will be the last time that we can be together, dining, the Last Supper. This is the Last Supper. And I want you, my disciples, I want to show to you how much I appreciate you for the past 3 years that we were together. Why Jesus had this kind of perspective? Why? Because he is confident how the story will end. He may know that his hour is up, but he knows that he will not leave this earth as a loser. He will remain victorious just like before. He will rise from the dead and he will leave earth victoriously. And this must be our attitude as we end 2024 and welcome 2025. This is what I mean. How to start at the end. For some of you this year, maybe this year for you is not a good year. Well, Jesus is not done with you. We may be done with 2024, but his faithfulness continues to 2025. For some of you, you could probably say, 2024 is the worst year of my life. The most challenging year of my life. Remember, Jesus get you through. We are in the last Sunday of 2024. And in 2025, he will continue to guide you, strengthen you, and fight for you. So whatever happened this year, I don't know if this is a good year or a worse year for you. But what I know is if you have the right attitude like Jesus, if you have a right perspective like Jesus, you will have a good shot for 2025. It's all about perspective because our God is good in good times and in bad times. This year may not be good, but He thinks the best for you. Next year, we don't know, but I can assure that He still thinks the best for you. So remove all your regrets, remove all your discouragement and disappointments for 2024, and welcome 2025 with the right attitude and the right condition of your heart because God is faithful. Listen, we're almost done. Let me tell you this. The best way to anticipate great things in 2025 is to appreciate what happened in 2024. That's how you start at the end. So what we're going to do, I want you to ask these two questions during your New Year celebration with your loved ones, with your friends, with your family. Ready? What did you appreciate this year? What did you appreciate this year? And what are you anticipating for the next year, 2025? And to illustrate this, I want to call the only angel I've met, my wife. No, sorry. Okay, we just want to illustrate this. Okay, sweetie? The best way to anticipate great things in 2025 is to appreciate what happened in 2024. So first question, what did you appreciate this year, 2024?
Okay, I had so many things that I so appreciate, and I'm so thankful to God for all the blessings He has poured out to our family and the church. And I appreciate God how He has grown you to be the kind of husband He wants you to be. You allow me to continue doing the things that I love to do, such as homeschooling, doing business, and you supported me to grow professionally by allowing me to go on trainings and educations despite being finances are being tight. I remember it was your birthday and that was like a big training and education and you allowed me to go there even if it's your birthday. So I appreciate you so much for allowing me to grow in my craft. You were very supportive of my dreams and you continue to be the rock despite all the life challenges has brought us and me. And to my son, Scale, I so appreciate him because he's the for being the best kuya to Nico and a son to us. Like this year, he learned how to cook in an air fryer. That helped us so much. Like they could already prepare their own meals independently, and it's such a big help for me. And then for to Nico for always being such an adorable kid and a joy giver to our family. I appreciate the church, all of you, for growing your heart for God. And as a result, you also grow your heart for people. And the love among each other is evident every Sunday and every time we see you. So we so appreciate you all for that.
You want to ask me?
What, what about you? What do you appreciate this year?
So last night when we had our dinner as a family, so I asked them this question. Okay, can you help me for? And then I said, okay, maybe help me tomorrow to illustrate how they would ask this. Okay, so we asked each other. I asked Gail. I asked Nico was just like, oh, she's not paying attention. Okay. Then I asked her, and then that's what so I said, okay, maybe you can share that today. But for me, what I appreciate this year, I appreciate you as my wife, the greatest partner I could ever have in life, in family life. If that's true, I can't imagine. She's a superwoman. She homeschool our kids. She has have a business to run, and then support in the ministry. Almost every single night, we meet people for counseling. We visit to the hospital. People could stay at our house until 1 a.m., 2 a.m. She's just amazing supporting us. I can't imagine wrapping probably 200 gifts this year. No, with all the people we want to share. So I appreciate you, sweetheart, for being a greatest partner in the family and ministry and raising our kids. Mhm. Pogi points na naman, no? I appreciate Kale. Kale is amazing, no? Kale is 7 years old, 7 years old, 9 years old, but he take care of his brother. He shower his brother. He clean the bum bum of his brother. He put clothes on for his brother, and then when mommy is tired or daddy is tired, dad, can I just cook? Yeah, he knows how to cook. Just air fry, right? He put some stuff there, the meatballs or the chicken fry or French fries, and then he is really good. He cleaned the room. He cleaned his space. He is a very obedient son to us. Sometimes he forget, but better than always. Sometimes it's okay. Yeah, and I appreciate the work that I have. It's amazing. A favor of God where I'm close with my supervisor, with my manager, opportunity to help city succeed. I have that. I appreciate that opportunity. I could see that the I control. I manage the contracts that clean our. Don't complain to me, okay? To clean the snow, to fix the bikes and roads, the buses. So that's part of how I manage the contract for the city. I appreciate the church. Appreciate you all. We end 2023 with only 130 plus people, but now we are around 220 to 240 every Sunday. And for the praise God, amazing. I appreciate you all for how you have I've seen how your commitment. Like, see, Reggie and Layla, we don't have volunteers for this afternoon for the kids. They will always take over. Regine will help them. Kuya Boy Boy will help. I appreciate them. I appreciate Kim and Lito for making welcoming ministry and all the team leaders. I appreciate you all. I appreciate Barry for amazing and night of worship set, and the rest of the crew, David and the rest of the core for the live worship team. I appreciate all of you. Right? We have finished 9 message series this year, 2024. I have taught you 2 training module to help you grow as life group leaders. We had 3 great camps and retreats: marriage retreat this year, family retreat, the circles, booth camp, and we have a very successful night of worship. And there are many things to be done and opportunities to grow in this church. We are just 2.5 years old. And God has been amazing, and you have been amazing. And I can't help but praise Him whenever I hear stories after stories that this church, the community, the love, the relationship that we have is just so amazing. We have ups and downs, we have problems, yet God sustained us. God sustained this church. And all by His grace, we end 24 victoriously. Right? God is amazing.
Appreciate you all for that.
Appreciate all of you. That's the first question. You ask that to your family. What are you anticipating for 2025, sweetheart?
Oh, other than losing the weight that I gained from Christmas,
Okay.
2025, we're going to start formally homeschooling Nico.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna need more energy from you. In Tagalog, lakas.
Lakas.
No joke, kidding aside. Personally, I'm praying and anticipating for a complete healing of my loved ones and looking forward to reuniting with our family in the Philippines next year. Professionally, I'm anticipating to grow and expand in my craft. And spiritually, I'm looking forward to this church growing in faith deeper and wider. We will be able to develop more leaders, and those leaders will multiply. And I'm also looking forward and anticipating that more and new souls to encounter and accept Jesus.
That's a good anticipation, yeah. And that's our prayer. That's why next year I'll share more about that next Sunday. I'll share with you what will be our goal for the whole 2025. But for me, what are my anticipations for next year? Of course, I am anticipating that you'll continually, untiringly, selflessly be my support and my partner as always in a family life, raising our kids, and the partner in the ministry. Now, for Kale and Nico, I want Kale and Nico. That's what I'm anticipating is that they will grow more
Academically.
academic, Bisaya,
Academically.
academically, okay, academically, athletically, musically, and spiritually. And that's my anticipation for these two little boys that I have. I'm anticipating that next year in my work, I'll get another promotion, okay? That's just my anticipation. That's my goal. I want to grow up, okay? I get another promotion for next year, and that's what I've been praying. I'm anticipating for this church that we'll engage more people, that there will be more people. Because the reason why I'm saying this, because if you look around you, many people today in this city are miserable. They don't have a community to support them. No one is praying for them and encouraging and being there for them. And I'm praying that we can engage more people of the love of Jesus, that we can raise more life group leaders so that many people will experience the beauty and the goodness of a loving community through the life groups. I'm anticipating that we will empower more life group leaders next year as I prepare another 2 or 3 modules to teach you next year. That's my goal for you, for Nico, for our family, and for church. That's how we want you to do this week. On New Year's Eve, or tomorrow night, or tonight, that you will ask these 2 questions. That's how you start at the end. We want you to ask, what did you appreciate this year, 2024, and what are you anticipating for the next year, 2025. So the next one, it's your turn. Do it in your family. Do it in your marriage. Do it in your marriage, family relationship, and do it in your life group or whoever you will spend the night. Please, the New Year's Eve, please do this. Please ask these 2 questions. And at the end, let me share with you our New Year's wish for all of you. This is what we want to leave you as we end 2024 and welcome 2025 this year. May the Lord keep you from all harm and watches over your life. May the Lord will protect you in all you do, both now, 2024, and forevermore, 2025 and beyond. I pray that you will appreciate what happened this year for the good and bad, because God remains good. He remains faithful. He get you through this year. He can get you through next year. So that you will also have a right attitude and perspective as you anticipate great things for 2025 and beyond. Happy New Year to all of you.